Good morning. I'll take the appearance for the defendants, counterclaimants, and third-party claimants.
Yes, Your Honor, for those parties, Lawrence Slater appearing for them.
Good morning.
And just so you know, for some reason, I tried that tiny Earl thing, and it keeps coming back with an error message. I'm not sure if that's it must be my computer, but I couldn't get through after a bunch of tries.
Okay. We'll just have you appear by phone this morning. This is the time set for a trial setting conference, and I did receive the plaintiff's notice regarding the status of mediation, and so I believe, Mr. Lloyd, you're ready to set trial today. Is that right?
With one possible caveat, Your Honor, I believe a trial date can be set, but we did file a motion for partial summary judgment on Monday.
I saw that.
We believe it would be appropriate to get that resolved so that we can figure out what the exact issues that will be presented for a trial might be. Depending on what the ruling is on that, it could have a significant impact. It is not case dispositive. It will not get rid of all of the issues in the case, but we believe it will get rid of the majority and believe that that will have an impact on any trial in this case.
Okay. Let me get Mr. Slater's view on setting trial today.
Yeah, I think if what Mr. Lloyd is saying that, maybe we need like 2 hours for trial, maybe we need a day, but we don't know till you resolve this motion. I would say that too, that we wouldn't be sure how much time we need.
Okay.
Until you rule on that.
Let me go back to Mr. Loy. I think the joint report indicated you were anticipating a 3-day jury trial. How much time do you think you need? Let's just assume for a moment, and don't read into this because I haven't reviewed the motion. Let's assume I deny it. So
sure.
No issues have been resolved. How long of a trial do you think you need in that case?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, I believe that both parties did not request a jury trial. We wanted to try it to the bench. So if there's been a change in that, then obviously that would have an impact on the estimate of time. But assuming that all issues that have been joined in the case are presented to the court, the only caveat that I have there is based upon the court's ruling on the sanctions motion back in February. It's kind of hard to predict exactly how much time will be consumed sorting out what's admissible and what's not as a result of that ruling. But we had originally estimated 3 days if it was just going to be a straight up trial. I think that's probably still pretty accurate. But as I say, I just don't know exactly how much time would be consumed sorting through some of the issues because of the sanctions order.
Okay. Mr. Slater, what's your view on the length of trial?
I also believe we did not ask for a jury trial. I was trying to quickly check, but that's what my recollection is, that we did not ask for a jury. It could be up to 3 days. I would think less, but it could be. But we might be able to refine that if we have a ruling on the motion.
Okay. So the motion obviously was just recently filed and it's not at issue yet. So I don't know what will happen with that. So that I don't have to set the trial date too far out, I'm inclined to set a trial date today that I think will give us enough time. What I'm looking at, and I'm thinking of setting it as a 3-day trial. I can always reduce that if it turns out that we don't need that amount of time. And the dates that I'm looking at, and we'll set it as a bench trial based on what I'm being told. I'm looking at February 16, 17, and 18. How does that work for you, Mr. Loy? And do you think that that would be an appropriate setting given giving us enough time for a ruling on the motion?
I would hope that would give us more than enough time for ruling on the motion. As for the 16th and 17th. I am going to be out of town on vacation the prior week. So I would ask the court's indulgence to bump that out for at least a couple weeks.
Well, here's the problem. We have a number of other trial settings right after that. And if I don't set this, at least according to my notes of the dates that my staff has given me, if I don't set it on February 16, 17, and 18, we're looking at probably August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Unless something in there goes away between, I mean, I can wait to set this and see what comes available. Did you request oral argument on your motion for summary judgment?
I did not.
Okay.
In good conscience, Your Honor, I can't do it that week because, like I said, I'm going to be out the week before on vacation, so I just wouldn't have time to get everything done and prepare for trial to come back to town and be prepared to go to trial.
Okay, let me just look through the calendar, and I'm assuming that I don't have anything based on what my staff has given me, but let me just take a look at what that February looks like and what we have. Here's my dilemma. I potentially could set it on March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. But I'm coming off of a lengthy jury trial that's scheduled to go through March 1. And it's just hard to go back to back on trials like that. If I set it as a 2-day trial, you know, that I could have at least 1 day in between. You know, if I set it for March 3rd and 4th, but I don't know. Do you think that 2 days is going to give us enough time on a bench trial on this? Even if I deny the motion for summary judgment, Mr. Loy?
I'm hesitant to say yes. I think 3 days is probably going to be necessary given the complexity of the issues raised by the counter claimants.
I'm just reluctant to do that because it's just so hard. And then that Friday after that, we are having a hearing to review the jury questionnaire responses to start a trial immediately after that. And that would have me in 3 back-to-back trials. And I'm just reluctant to do that. So let me do this. I'm not going to set a trial date today. I'm going to see if working with my staff, I can come up with a solution that doesn't put us out to October. Otherwise, I mean, I can set the hard trial date in August, and then we can work to try to find something sooner. What's your just so we don't lose that August date? What's your availability on August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Mr. Loy?
That is fine.
Okay, and what about you, Mr. Slater?
Yeah, same thing. I have nothing on the calendar those days.
Okay, just so we don't lose those dates, we're going to set this for a 3-day bench trial on August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, 2027. And are those days all starting at 9:30, Karina, or are they available on? Okay, we'll start at 9:30 on each of those days. Our trial day goes until 4:30. We'll take the recess for the lunch break from noon to 1:30, and we'll have a 15-minute mid-morning and mid-afternoon break. And with that, we'll need the, do you have a date for the FTMC? Hold on one moment while we're looking for a date for the final trial management conference. We'll need to do it earlier, so we'll have to do it in June, and do it in mid-June. Yeah. Okay. How does June 18 at what time? June 18 at 1:30. Look for the final trial management conference, Mr. Loy.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Slater.
And it is fine for me too. Thank you.
Okay, and that'll be an in-person setting that usually takes about 1 hour. And we'll include in the minute entry from today's hearing all of the other dates that will correspond with the trial setting, such as filing the joint pretrial statement, uploading the exhibits. We won't have any jury instructions. We shouldn't have any motions in limine, I don't imagine. So, but we'll set forth the dates in the minute entry for any other deadlines. So we'll also be looking to see if we can try to expedite the trial if we find something else that opens up in our calendar, okay? Is there anything else this morning, Mr. Loy?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Slater?
Yeah, and Your Honor, I'm sure it goes without saying, but the August 2, 3, 4 would also be in person, right?
Yes, it would.
Okay, nothing else for me, thanks. Oh, and I'll ask George and Eric to call me when we're done here.
Okay, thank you everybody for appearing. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.